Hey guys, so I am in my office and it's the day after a holiday break and I'm like, but I was sitting at my desk and I was thinking like this is my last week of freedom before my summer classes start next Monday on the 7th. And I'm basically going to be in classes for the next 12 weeks, so until like early August. So my friend and I were talking this morning just about, getting squared away for next week, making sure we have, making sure that we have everything together to start our summer classes. And I wanted to talk to you about, preparing for summer classes. But before I get started, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so one of the most important things, especially like when you're in graduate school like myself, is that you have to buy the books early, right? Sometimes you can get away like in undergrad with waiting, to see if you're going to stay in the class or to see, what your professor says about the book. But in graduate school, you have to buy the books before the class actually starts, especially because it's summer courses and things may go just a little quicker. So I know for me, when I'm buying books, of course I look on the school website to see how much they are, and then I compare that with Amazon or Chegg or Vital Source because I want to get the best deal possible. So actually this time around, the school bookstore has the best deal, so that's where I'm going to buy my books. So when you're preparing for summer classes, a week before classes start, you need to already have those books ordered. Now the next thing you want to do is review your syllabus. So I know at my university, and I've never seen this before, or maybe I just never noticed it, but they actually like release like the classes that are available, and then like next to that document they have like little links for the syllabi for those courses, and you can look at your syllabus early. So that's one thing that I did to see if there was any like other programs that I would need to purchase, because I'm going to be taking like a quantitative course, and sometimes you need to have certain software for that. So I kind of just looked through the syllabus, I looked at the books, I looked at the assignments that were required, I looked at who the professor was. So if your university offers that where you can go and look at the syllabus early, then you want to make sure that you do that just to get familiar with the class, see if it's something that you're going to be able to take during the summer, and then see what it's going to be expecting out of you. That's very important to do. So as you know, I work in disability services, and I always have to throw this in there. If you are a student who has a disability, you need to make sure that you register for your accommodations. And you want to do that before the semester begins. Like this week, and even last week, I've gotten several emails from students who are already registering for the fall, so not even for the summer. They're getting their requirements done early. So if that applies to you, make sure that you do this before classes start. You always want to keep in mind that accommodations are not retroactive. That means that they start from the point where you actually requested your accommodation letters, or that you actually got registered with the office. So you want to make sure that you do that early. Now, financial aid. So as a graduate student, a lot of times there is not a lot of financial aid. Unfortunately, a lot of people choose to take out loans, or you pay out of pocket. But actually, I'm happy to say that I have received like $1,000 in just grants. So that's not even counting my employee scholarship that I get towards my classes, and that has really helped my balance to become much more affordable for me. So you want to make sure that you apply for financial aid in the summer. It is very limited, so you need to do it as soon as possible, as soon as it opens. You want to make sure that not only that you apply for financial aid, but that you ask questions. So get in contact with someone who's in the financial aid office. Ask them what is available for my specific situation this summer. I know that's something that I did, and that really helped me out as well. So don't get discouraged. Make sure you're asking questions. Make sure you're completing those requirements on time, because that's what's going to help you to get the most money during the summer. Okay, so I saved the best for last, and that is relax. So this week is like my last week of freedom, like I said earlier. But this week, I'm not letting anything stress me out. I am relaxing. I am, doing my self-care, making sure, that I'm exercising, making sure that I am watching my favorite TV shows, because I may not be able to do that like next week or the weeks after that. So you want to make sure that you put in some time for you to relax. Summer goes by quick. I know for graduate students, a lot of times the course length is still the same. That may not be the same for everybody. Like, I'm still going to be in classes for 12 weeks, but for some people that may be cut in half. It just depends on your program. But you want to make sure, that you're taking care of yourself, so that you can, make the best grades over these next weeks. The summer is a time, to really boost your GPA, to do what needs to be done, but you can't do that if you don't take care of you. So even though it's a week before classes, I'm really going to be, prioritizing my self-care. You want to make sure that you do that throughout the summer so that you don't get off track. Of course, don't relax too much. You still got to stay on top of your assignments, but make sure that you're scheduling that in. Alright guys, so I hope this video was helpful for you. Drop down in the comments and let me know, how are you preparing for summer courses? If you're taking summer courses, was there anything that you do that I didn't mention? Also, be sure to check me out over at my blog, dukeanddeesdisability.org. I typically do a helpful write-up like a few days after my videos post, so check me out over there. And I hope to see you this weekend for another Adult Daily Living Skills video. Bye!